my beautiful lovelies. Hello, it's Emmy. Welcome back and Happy New Year to you. Today I'm going to be tasting this. And this is a Samyang noodle bowl. It is the WasaMayo. And this is wasabi mayo ramen noodles. I think technically it would be called ramyeon because these are Korean noodles. This bowl of noodles was sent to me by lovely Victoria. Victoria, thank you so much for sending me these noodles. I haven't seen them in my market at all. Victoria very kindly sent this to me along with a tropical fruit. If you missed that Fruity Fruits episode, I should put the link there and down below. It was for a custard apple, a very curious and interesting looking fruit. All right, Victoria, thanks again for sending this to me. I'm excited to taste this. This is a classic combination, at least in Japan, of wasabi and mayo together. You can dip your fries in it. You can dip your fried food in it. Of course, this is Korean. This is made by Samyang, which is a Korean noodle company. If you're not familiar with them, I have several videos tasting many of their very spicy noodles. A few of you have commented that there is now a 4 times hot. I have yet to see it in my local stores, but I shall keep my eyes peeled. But this is a very cute little character. It looks kind of like an egg. Mayo, of course, is made with egg. The character on the other one, I forget his name. What is his name? I forget his name, but on the other spicy noodles, there's a little chicken because the spicy noodles are supposed to be like a chicken-based noodle. This time they've got this little eggy guy eating a green wasabi noodle. All right, let's go ahead and make this. So we're gonna open up our bowl. Inside we have 3 packets. This is a special soy sauce, it says. Super cute. It says real wasabi, real mayo. Love that. Oh my gosh, here's a little egg yolk chickeny guy on the back too, squeezing his wasabi and squeezing his mayo. Hello friends. Hello. And here are the dried noodles. Looks like there's some dried fish bits in there. Oh, so here's the puck of noodles, and down below it looks like maybe some dried fish and some scallions. I don't know if that's fish. Is it fish? I'm not sure. We'll replace the noodles. Now we're going to add some boiling water. The amount doesn't really matter because we are going to drain the water off. Now we're going to cover that and let it cook for 3 to 4 minutes. I like mine more al dente, so I'm gonna go on the side of more like 3 minutes, if not like 2.5 minutes. Actually, 2.5 minutes sounds really good. All right, minutes 1, start. This timer I've had forever. I don't recommend it. It's annoying. Actually came free with my mixer, so I really shouldn't be complaining. And I have had it all these years because I'm too cheap to buy a new one. What does that say about me? All right, so while my noodles are cooking, I shall entertain you with a song and dance. Just kidding, I don't really sing nor dance. Actually, I do. Not well, but I do enjoy dancing. You know what I really love to hear? I love to hear my children singing. Hearing children sing is just wonderful. I feel like it's the pure expression of joy and happiness. When they're just doing whatever they're doing and they're singing, it's just wonderful. It warms every single little crevice and inch of my body hearing them sing. And part of it is because they're just uninhibited. They don't care that they don't know the words. They don't care what they sound like. They're not concerned. They're just singing out of joy. I think it's wonderful. All right, let's check on our noodles. Yes, those look good. Those look very good. And like the other Samyang noodle bowls that require draining, this very conveniently has 3 triangles, which I will perforate. There we go. Love that, so handy. Oh, so now that everything's plumped up, those little bits in there have revealed themselves. It's not fish at all. Well, maybe. Dried cabbage. So those are little cabbage pieces. This does look like little fish bits though. Let me see. Let's taste what this browner color thing is. Like, what is that? All right, let's give that a go. Oh, just cabbage. Sweet. Cabbage, just an oxidized piece of cabbage, let's hope. All right, so they're in the noodles. I'm gonna add the soy sauce. Ooh. This is a little bit thicker than traditional soy sauce. Coat everything. They call it a big bowl, but it's not really that big of a serving. But I do like the fact that they give you a big bowl to stir everything in, so you have enough brown to, mix. So the wasabi just comes out in a big chunk, so I can't really drizzle that. Get all of that in there, every single little scrap. Oh yeah, that smells like wasabi. For those of you that are unfamiliar with wasabi, I should probably explain what that is. Wasabi grows in Japan, and it is a root that grows down below. It's kind of similar to horseradish. It has a beautiful green, kind of lime green color, and it is grated on a grater, and you get this kind of paste, and it's served with lots of dishes, including sushi and sashimi. It's wonderful, and it has this great kind of mustardy quality where it goes up into your sinuses and kind of irritates them in a kind of pleasant way. It kind of burns, and it goes up into your sinuses, almost into your eyeballs. It can be very strong. True wasabi is not nearly as strong as the stuff that you get in the tubes. Like this stuff, for example. And this isn't true wasabi. This is actually made with horseradish. And so you'll get that kind of nose burning effect, but it's much stronger and much kind of greener in an artificial way than true wasabi. True wasabi is actually very expensive, and it grows in mountainous regions in Japan, but this is what I think everyone knows, including myself. We keep this in the refrigerator. We love this. Next, I'm going to add my mayo. Let's see if I can drizzle it. No, I don't think so. So I was hoping to drizzle it like it is on the cover, but it's coming out like a big slug. Great. Right, get every drop of mayo in there. There's probably about a teaspoon of the wasabi and the mayo. This is quite thick. Quite thick, everything here. Whoa. I know that this is not Italian noodles, but I have reserved my cooking water, and I'm going to add a little bit of that just to loosen things up a little bit. That's what a proper Italian nonna would do. I know this is Korean, but we need a little bit of moisture. It smells delicious. I definitely smell the wasabi and the soy sauce. So for those of you that are protesting about mayo, don't knock it until you try it. It is a very useful condiment, although there are some very odd applications in some retro recipes that I've tried. WasaMayo noodles. Whoa. Itadakimasu. Those are good. Not very spicy at all. No, it's not. These are not spicy. Nope. Sweet and full of wasabi flavor, which is kind of difficult to describe, but very distinctive. Wasabi, if you ever have it, you know what it tastes like. It has a horseradishy taste, and it has that, of course, distinctive burn. This does not have a burn as of yet. This actually has a little bit of sweetness. I definitely taste the soy, and the mayo's in there as well, which adds some richness and a little bit of kind of tanginess, just slightly of vinegar. But this isn't hot. Not at all. That's kind of disappointing. Try another bite. That is wasabi flavored, but that is not spicy. I have a tube of wasabi here. I'm going to add some additional wasabi because that ain't hot. All right. I added maybe, I don't know, 3/4 teaspoon. That should make it spicy. All right, again, I'm gonna add a little cooking liquid because this is kind of seizing up here. Clean off my counters too. All right, now let's try it. That's disappointing. I mean, it didn't say it was gonna be nuclear hot or anything like that. It didn't have like the little eggy guy freaking out, although it does have a little green stuff on his nose. I was still hoping it would be, hot. Okay, now let's try it. The noodles are great though. Noodles have a great texture, nice and springy and bouncy and chewy, which I have come to expect from all the Samyang noodles. They've all been excellent in texture. And these are a little bit thinner than the original version. These are more like a traditional ramen noodle almost like a lo mein. Delicious though, nice spring. Oh yeah. Yeah. Now it's hot. So, the reaction of wasabi compared to, say, just chili pepper is really different. Camera. So the reaction of wasabi is very different than, say, of a chili pepper. They're both hot, but in a completely different way, and both of them make my eyes water. Both of them kind of make me cry. The wasabi, or I should call this a horseradish paste, affects your nose and sinuses in a way that is different. It goes up and spreads across the top of your head rather than just burning your tongue. It's really, really different. It's like edible mustard gas or something. But somehow, like chili peppers, it's addictive. It's kind of masochistic. You kind of enjoy the pain, or at least I do. Now, I've really shifted the balance of the flavors in this with the addition of more wasabi. This is very, very strongly wasabi now. But it still retains that sweetness and a bit of that soy sauce flavor, but it's super wasabi flavored now. And I do find that the reaction does pass relatively quickly, as opposed to chili, which just kind of just stays in your mouth and in your belly and is pretty lasting. The wasabi sensation passes pretty quickly. It's a delicious flavor too. It's very immediate, the reaction. You have to kind of breathe in, or that's what my reaction is. I always want to breathe in to kind of have it pass. But if you're looking for a very spicy noodle, this isn't it. But Samyang noodles, I haven't had one that I haven't liked. They've all been pretty delicious. Just a couple more bites. I think the ones at the bottom are going to be much stronger. So I'm not completely crying yet. I'm just kind of tearing. And my nose is starting to run a little bit. Attractive, I know. Ugh. Unlike the spicy noodles, I don't feel like my tongue's trying to avoid the noodles or the spice. While I'm eating spicy noodles, my tongue was just like, get me out of here. Again, I think it's because the wasabi paste kind of passes pretty quickly. It doesn't burn your tongue at all. Nope. Or your throat. It's just all from here up. Yeah. All right, just a couple more bites. Ooh. The last couple bites are very saucy and much stronger. Wow. Oh, done. So, all right, so that was Samyang's WasaMayo Big Bowl. It was not very hot initially at all. I had to doctor it up with some more of this. And when I did that, it really shifted the balance of the flavors. It really made it too wasabi in my opinion, but I really wanted to feel some heat. Alone, just with the regular packets of seasoning, it's actually quite tasty bowl, a little bit on the sweet side. It does have a nice wasabi flavor, but doesn't have any of the flaring your nose kind of mustard gas effect, which I do enjoy and kind of missed. If you're going to taste this and you want some of that action, I would add some wasabi, not nearly as much as I did, maybe just a little half-inch piece. You would get some of that nose flaring action without, really making yourself cry. All right, big thanks to Victoria for sending this to me and making this episode possible. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Hope you guys enjoyed that one. I hope you guys learned something. Be sure to share this video with your friends and follow me on social media so you can see what I'm going to film next. And I shall see you in my next video. Toodaloo, take care, bye.